Okay, so we're going to talk my expectations. Now, I'm in the dark. It's nighttime. It's currently, I don't even know what time. No, I did not want to turn that on. My son's been watching Avatar. That's the Nickelodeon theme. It's 11:20 at night. Okay, so I'm going to be going to sleep soon. So I only have my little desk lamp on and a tiny overhead light that doesn't produce much light. My kids are asleep. Okay, don't worry. They usually don't wake up when I'm doing stuff like this. I film at night all the time when I'm doing tutorials for the company I work for and whatnot. So what are my expectations with doing this challenge? I have more realistic expectations, I hope. I don't expect six-pack abs. Seriously. If you are expecting six-pack abs when you have anything that's got too much of a body weight percentage on there, like obesity percentage, whatever, body mass index, whatever it's called, if you have anything that's not normal, then don't be expecting a six-pack right off the bat. That's a given. But I do expect to hopefully lose some weight, maybe a little bit, but I know that that could also be skewed because of muscle growth. So even if I only lose 1 or 2 pounds or 1 kilo or 2 kilos, whatever, there are different measurements, by the way. Kilos are, yeah. If I lose 2 kilos, it's like 4 pounds. So even if I just lose that, it still shows something. Even if it's not as drastic as a thing, like people post how much drastic they get. Like some people, I just watched one girl who had some really great results. And she's already been a fitness bug. She's been somebody who goes to the gym. She's already pretty slim. So she got nice toned. She started to get like an hourglass kind of dip in. Looked great. But I don't expect results like that from me. I don't think it's realistic at all. I mean, you guys can watch my first video. I show you what my body looks like. I also have my before pictures. I'm not expecting stuff like that. I'm expecting to get stronger. I'm expecting to get fitter, which anything that's better than now is fitter to me. I don't have to be like amazingly fit or whatever. I just need to get better. And then I hope, that's a hope, to lose a few centimeters, inches, whatever. Because I'm measuring in centimeters here. Normally I would measure in inches, but I can't rely on the measuring tape I have to be accurate on the inches side because they do not use inches here in Taiwan. And they have their own version of inches, so I don't know if this measuring tape that has inches on it is regular inches or Taiwan inches. Okay? So it could be either or. So I'm going in centimeters. So for those of you who are converting, if you are converting my measurements, then yeah, it's inches for you. But I'm measuring in centimeters and kilograms myself. Okay? After this challenge is done, I hope to continue and do other challenges. But also I will be going to the gym a couple times a week. On days that I go to the gym, I may do like rest day switch ups. That way I'm not doing too much in a single day. But I'm not sure yet how I'm going to work that out. It depends on what I usually do about an hour at the gym with the personal trainer. So it depends on which trainer I have that day because it's a rotation. If I have one guy, he's pretty not as intense. So it would be, I'd probably still do the workouts on days that I'm working out with him. If there's another guy or the other guy, there's 3 guys I think on the rotation, then if it's one of those other 2 guys, I get burned by their workouts. Good, healthy, like I know I worked out, so I probably won't do anything Chloe Ting on those days, at least not until I'm stronger. I don't want to overwork myself, you know? I want to do this over time. I don't expect instant results in a month. I'm still working on my form. If you don't have good form, you're not going to get great results. Like, I can physically look at someone else and see where their form is wrong, and I can easily direct them. But I can't see myself because I don't have a mirror. Well, I don't have a good mirror. I have that thing on that closet door back there, but it's not where I can see it compared to where I'm exercising, and I can't move this. It's a big mess here because this is not my house. This is my mother-in-law's house. Anyway, I can't see my own form. I can only hope I'm doing it well and concentrate and think and try to figure out and feel if I'm feeling it in the right place. If I'm doing a plank, am I feeling it in my core? If I'm not, I'm probably not in the right position and I need to adjust it. So there's one girl I was just watching now and her arms are like way out and then her butt is like way up in the air. And that's going to cause pain, you know? That's going to cause pain. You can't do that. You have to have proper form. Another girl I saw was, I don't know. There's videos on teaching you how to do proper plank form and stuff on YouTube. There's also the personal trainer at the gym. He's been having me do planks. He's been having me do plank reaches. He has me in plank form, and then I have to lift up and touch a kettlebell. So he kind of makes sure as I try to stay in form. So I do kind of try to recall everything he's been teaching me, anything that he's corrected me on while I've been working out at the gym. So here's hoping I'm doing good form. Again, if my form is wrong in any way, on any exercise, if you're paying attention to my lives when I'm filming my exercises, please let me know. If my form is wrong, I want to know so I can correct it. Because poor form means I'm not exercising properly. You need correct form in order to engage the correct muscles. So if I'm not getting it well, let me know. If I don't look like I'm doing it right, let me know. And I will gladly do more research on how to get that proper form. Okay? Proper form is very much key. I also drink a lot of water. This is today's water. So I'm over halfway done with it. I could still probably use to drink a little bit more, but I did have some tea today, green tea, no sugar. But yeah, I'm not adjusting my diet currently. I'm trying to get into the habit of working out first. That is my goal first, is to work out. And then over time, I will adapt my diet as comes. Now here at my mother-in-law's, that's very hard to do because I will not touch her kitchen. So I'm basically, unless she is here to cook, I am eating out. My breakfast is eating out because she has to go to work in the morning. My lunch, if I eat, it's eating out. But it's generally I go to 7-Eleven and get a salad. 7-Eleven has some salads. It's basically the only place around here that has salads. Anyway, and they have a chicken salad recently, which is great. And then dinner time is frequently I'm ordering out because my mother-in-law gets home from work and there's not enough time for her to cook before I have my classes. But she insists on cooking for my kids. So that's on her. Personally, I think. I would prefer not to make her tired, not to let her cook. But to her, eating anything outside is bad. Like there are healthy restaurants. There are vegetarian restaurants. There are restaurants that are known to make healthy, some people may know them as bento boxes. In Chinese, it's called a biantang. There are very healthy ones out there that you can get no problem around the corner. But she doesn't trust them to be healthy. It's like, she says if it's not home cooked, it's not healthy. That's literally her phrase. If it's not home cooked, it's not healthy. If it's not the vegetables from grandma's garden, it's not clean. She thinks only grandma can grow organic vegetables. So being here, and then the other big problem, the reason I won't touch her fridge, number one, she has a gas stove. I'm not confident cooking on gas stoves, okay? I've always cooked on electric. Now, her refrigerator, well, she has 3 refrigerators. And I don't know if any of you have your grandmas, but my grandma back in the US was like this too. Just everything goes in the fridge, everything goes in the fridge, and the fridge almost never gets cleaned out, and it just gets shoved to the back, and you get where I'm going here, I hope. I'm not willing to touch that, okay? She knows where her fresh stuff is and what's good to cook. I'm not going to touch and guess and second guess because things are not in like proper packaging. She doesn't buy from the supermarket. That's not common here. Most people buy from the fresh farmer's market. So you'll find the food comes in plastic bags. And she wraps up the plastic bags and puts them in. So there's no way for me to know if it's something she bought within the last few days or longer. I just don't know. I don't live here full time. I don't know. Okay? So I am not willing to touch anything in there that I don't know. I have a more sensitive stomach, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's because I grew up in the US and we do things differently. But I get nauseous easily if I eat stuff that's even a little bit old. Okay? So I'm just not willing to risk it. So it's been mostly I'm eating out here. Okay? I will be home next week on Wednesday. Today is Tuesday, almost Wednesday. So in one more week, I will be home. Once I am home, I will be able to go back to cooking my own food, which is better. But breakfast, I still generally order out because as you can see, I keep late nights. It's already almost midnight here. It's 11:30. And I have to wake up early to get my kids ready for school and drive them to school because there's no public school buses here and stuff like that. It's you drive your kids to school, and they have to be to school by like 7:30 or 7:45. So I already stay up too late and I wake up very early. I'm getting up at 7:50 in the morning, or 7:50, 6:50 in the morning every day. If I wanted to cook breakfast, I would need to get up even earlier, and I'm not willing to sacrifice my sleep even more to get up extra early to cook. Okay? So I go to the local breakfast joints, and you can get a large variety of stuff at these breakfast places with fresh meat and fresh egg and vegetables. The one breakfast store near my house, they have a morning garden salad. So I frequently get the morning garden salad. It doesn't have any meat in it. If I want meat, I got to order something additional. But it's good. It's healthy, you know? I can't find options like that here, it seems. I have not seen anything here. So I'm kind of at a ish. So next week I'll be home. Now again, today is Tuesday. On Friday, my husband gets here. Like, he's back at home. He's taking care of the house. We're here specifically for me to work more. Okay, so I can take more classes and make extra money over summer. Because it's a busy period for online teaching. And so we're here so my in-laws can help me with the kids more so that I can work more. And then on Friday night or Saturday morning, he's going to get here and we're going to go on a family trip. Now, despite being on a family trip, I am still going to keep up with my workouts. Okay? Now, if you're wondering about whole quarantine 2020 coronavirus thing, again, a reminder, I'm in Taiwan. And Taiwan has been very proactive with mandatory government monitored quarantines, contact tracing for those cases that did get into Taiwan, and there hasn't been one in over 100 days. And then also mask requirements during the early days. Like now that it's been more than 60 days without a local transmission case, we are not required to wear masks any longer in most places. We never went into lockdown. The kids did have a slightly delayed opening of the school year after winter vacation. Their winter vacation is Chinese New Year. So they stayed home an extra 2 weeks then, which got tacked on to the end of the school year. And my kids had to wear masks in school all day for the first couple months. But aside from one school up in Taipei, where one kid ended up going to school and he was sick from a family transmission from a family member who had traveled abroad, there was no other issues with schools and kids and stuff, really. So Taiwan has been really good. There's like 500 plus cases in total, but most of them were imported cases, which means it's Taiwanese made mostly who traveled abroad to either Wuhan itself in the early days, or they went to Turkey or Egypt or the UK or Europe in general, or the US, and then they came back and they were in mandatory quarantine, and a few days after arriving, they tested positive for the virus. So that's been what most of the cases here have been. The few that did get into the country, which was in very early days before the mandatory quarantine was spread to all incoming people, there was a little over 50 local transmissions, and that's it. And they were mostly all in small family clusters or a small hospital cluster. It's not been bad here. Taiwan's economy has not been hit. And the other thing they've been doing is issuing vouchers, which are, they don't give you cash, but it works like cash. Government vouchers to get people to spend money to help stimulate. They want people to take summer trips, is basically what it is. So Taiwan's been doing good with the virus. I can't say that for everywhere. I wish more people had looked at Taiwan. Taiwan tried to warn. Taiwan tried to help. But that's how it is. So we are not on lockdown here. We can travel within the island without issue. So we will be doing some traveling over the next week. So I will be exercising in hotel rooms, and I will be unable to record my full workouts likely. My husband might think that's weird. He doesn't know I'm doing vlogging or anything about all this, but for me, it's a way to keep myself accountable to myself. Like, this isn't a big YouTube channel. I have 7 subscribers somehow. I don't know. Anyway, I have not shared this to most of my friends or family. I've shared it to like 2 friends in total, and then a small workout group that I'm in. Okay? So I'm not like spreading this far and wide. I don't care if 1 million people watch or not. This is literally basically like my daily diary. I hate writing. I hate typing. I'm a terrible typist. I type typos all the time. So to me, this is easier than that. This is my daily diary to help keep me accountable and motivated. Another thing I've been doing every single night before bed is watching results videos. So if you have results videos you want to recommend to me, please do. I love to see everyone's results videos, and not everyone's going to get into my feed because it's going to be based on YouTube algorithms. So I appreciate watching people's results videos, even if they're not great results. Even if they didn't get amazing results, I still want to see it. I still want to see what everyone goes through. Okay? So if you watch this, it's 16 minutes of me jabbering on, but thank you. Bye-bye.